Okay, thank you so much for doing this with us.
Yeah, I'm glad I can. Thanks for asking me to.
Yeah. So before we start, we can call you Catherine, right?
Yes. And what should I call you two?
My name is Atira and this is my friend Stasha.
Yes.
Natasha, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So before we start, can you give short describe about your culture?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me think here. I guess my culture is, I think the biggest thing I think about it is that we're very individualistic. So we're focused on the individual, not all of society. And that makes people in my culture very fight for their rights, fight for what they believe in. And that means sometimes they're very selfish, I think. And then specifically, I'm like, my family is within a culture of being Christian, and Christian in a way like that's a little different from some people. Like overall, where I live in America, everyone says they're Christian, but some people don't act like it, and some people do. And my family tries to act like a Christian, so we try to actually follow Christianity. And so I think that makes my culture a little different. But yeah, I don't know what else to say.
How would you describe your childhood?
My childhood. Well, what's funny is I didn't grow up in America. I grew up in West Africa. My parents worked with like society development, like helping like bring water to villages, and so for me, I grew up without a bunch of American friends. There was only one other family there who was American, and so I had a bunch of siblings. I had 6 siblings and brothers and sisters, and so they were my friends growing up. And I homeschooled, so I didn't go to any public school. So that kind of makes me different from a lot of people in America.
I see.
What else? Growing up, my parents expected me to do what's right. They expected me not to lie. They expected me to tell the truth, and to take care of other people. So I guess that's part of my too.
So I think we can start by the questions that we gave you earlier. So the first one is, how do you navigate communication in a new country where the language and culture norms may differ from what you're used to? I think I can say based on your experience when you come to Malaysia, especially to our college. Yeah. Yeah.
So specifically going to your college, when I come to a new culture, somewhere I don't understand, I ask a lot of questions. I want to learn. I don't want to tell people all about me. I want to know all about them, because then I can understand what they think, how they think. So I try to ask questions, and try to how do people act. If I say a certain thing, how do they react? Try to listen really well.
I see. So from asking a lot of questions, you just know the country better lah. Oh, okay. Next questions. What strategies have you found most effective in learning and adapting to the local language?
I think the best one is to go to somewhere where no one speaks your own mother tongue. Like we're very little, so like if I was trying to learn Bahasa Melayu, I would try to go to Kampung or something,
Yeah.
like where no one knows English, and I have to just speak Bahasa Melayu, because otherwise I'll start using my English and then they'll use their English, and I won't learn Bahasa.
Understand.
So I think that's the best way. Like go somewhere where hardly anyone knows English, start trying to talk.
Understand.
Be like a baby again.
Yeah. Have you encountered local slang or humor that was challenging to understand, or perhaps led to misunderstanding?
I don't know. I mean, certainly different accents can be hard for you to understand, and that causes misunderstanding. I'm trying to think about slang though, or I don't heard slang that, but I was like, I don't know what that means, but I think definitely depends. When I was there, people's accent, I was like, wait, what did they say? I'd be like, I don't know what you just said. So, and probably names, because your names are very different from American names, and so
Yeah.
when I hear the name, I'm like, I try to remember the name. I can't, because usually when you meet someone, you're just trying to remember that that person goes with that name. But for me, I was also trying to remember the name itself, because like Atira, say your name, Atira.
Yeah.
That name for me, I've like never heard, and so
Wow.
I have the name too. So I don't think, I hope it didn't cause any misunderstandings or anything.
Understand? What cultural differences have surprised you the most once you arrive here? That different from American to Malaysian? Yeah.
Yeah. I think it kind of surprised me, like how it seems like in Malaysia everyone's very focused on trying to include all of their family, all of the society, like trying to be very open to everyone else, while in America people are trying to focus on themselves. And so it's like, to me it was like, wow, people are really selfless. They're not selfish, you know. They're trying to make sure people I don't know how to describe this. The others seem very focused on the community and not just themselves. And I was surprised that I was like, oh, they're like, yeah, really nice and all that. So I'm trying to think, was there anything else? One thing that I really liked was how sometimes everyone got together and had fun and stuff. Sometimes in America, mealtime is just to eat really quick and go back to work or go do something else. And so I really liked that.
I understand. So based from your answer, it's like definitely some difference between American and Malaysian culture. But then have you encountered any stereotypes about your home country here? And how do you handle
Okay.
them?
And how do I handle them? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay. I think one person told me that they had met some Americans before, and they thought those Americans weren't very nice, and so they didn't think that we'd be very nice. But I just handled it by, you know, being who I am, trying to be kind and loving. So I think that was one stereotype. I think people thought we might be very like standoffish, think we're better. And I mean, there are Americans like that, but we try not to be that way.
I understand. Okay.
So, the next one is, how do you maintain your cultural identity while adapting to local expectations?
Oh. I guess for me, I never thought about it that way. For me, when I go to a different country, I try to like forget my culture and try to like the new culture, right? And so I haven't even thought about trying to maintain my own, but I accidentally do just because that's who I am. You know, I am an American, so my culture with me. Let me think. Yes. I don't know. I try to be who I am, and then also try to be like you guys. Well, so it's like, I don't know. I guess one thing would be culturally, I tried to wear clothes that were more modest in Malaysia, but I still didn't wear like a tube, for example. You know, so it's like culturally, I was somewhat like y'all, but I wasn't really like y'all because I was still wearing like pants. Like, well, not, I wasn't wearing a head covering, and I didn't always wear long sleeves. So I guess that's kind of something, but I was trying American. I was just, I don't know.
Understand.
The next one is, have you ever had a misunderstanding due to cultural differences?
I think there was there were a few times when I think here in America we try to be very if there's a problem we try to tell everyone right away, like, hey, we shouldn't have done that, we shouldn't have done this. But it seems like in Malaysia people are a little we say beat around the bush, like they're trying to tell you that you need to stop doing something, but they do it in a nice way. In America we don't always do it in a very gentle way. We just say, hey, stop that, right? And so I think there were a few times when I was too pushy, and it caused people to think I'm being rude, or it made me think why aren't they listening to me? I think some people might have been a little bit scared off by how open I was, how talkative I was, how I pushed too hard when I first met people. You know what I mean?
Oh, so Americans is more straightforward lah. Straightforward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Did you experience any conflicts because of language issues?
Thankfully, I don't think so, because y'all speak so much English. Your English is amazing, and so I didn't have to ever worry about not having someone I could talk to. I think there were times we got a grab, and the person didn't speak English, and you hello, and where are you going, and stuff like that, but I didn't really know anything else. But there wasn't really conflict, it was just, I can't, awkward, you sit there in the grab and looking somewhere else.
Understand.
And then how does your culture affect how you handle conflicts?
Well, like I said, I think Americans to be more straightforward, and so when there's a conflict, even though I naturally don't like confronting people, I will usually confront them, because I've been told all my life, hey, if there's a problem, you need to bring it up with that person. If you're mad at them, talk to them, talk it out, and don't wait, And so my culture says, hey, you got to talk to them right away. If they're mad at you, go talk to them, or if you're mad at them, go talk to them. It's so confrontational. We're kind of straightforward, hey, I didn't like this. And so I think that's how I handle it, but also because, like I said, my family's Christian, we also try to handle it straightforward but nice. We tell the truth, but we say it in a nice way, in a kind way. And so we aren't, some people might be rude when they're confrontational. They might just be mad and tell you, hey, I'm mad at you, you're the worst. But I try to say it in a kind way, I think God would want me to, right? So I think that's my culture. I don't know. Does that answer?
Understand.
I just dropped my phone.
So the last one is, do people from different cultures handle conflicts differently?
Yeah, your opinion.
Your opinion, yeah.
I think they definitely do. From what some of my friends in Malaysia were telling me, they said that, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, would y'all say that it's more normal for Malaysians to problem, not talk about it, or would y'all say y'all talk about it a lot quickly? Does that make sense? If you're mad at someone, do you go and tell them, or do you try to just hide it?
I think I will go tell them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that's pretty common for all Malaysians?
No,
No.
not for all people.
Okay.
Some might just went quiet with it.
Okay. I don't know. I know some countries, I don't know about Malaysia. I know some countries definitely there's a problem with the conflict. They try to go not talk about it, but they try to, like I said, beat around the bush. They'll talk a little about it, but not really, and they're trying to be very gentle and about it. Hey, you'll know the term to walk on eggshells.
Yeah.
They walk on eggshells around it, and so I don't know how I guess it depends on the person in Malaysia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Um,
cool.
I think we just finished all of the questions.
Okay.
By any chance, do you have any questions for us?
Well, do y'all need me to say anything else? Like, did I talk too fast? Did I need
No,
to
you're
say
totally
more
fine.
things? Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, how are y'all gonna? Do y'all have to like report on what I said, or you just have to have a call, or what?
Yeah, record it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't talk too fast.
No,
No,
no.
you're not.
Yeah.
And I hope I gave good information. I know. Did y'all that there's something that I should have talked about more, maybe, or?
I think we got everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And again, thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah. I'm so sorry that I
No,
totally
it's
forgot
totally
what time it was
fine.
gonna be.
Because it's
I
different
appreciate
time
your patience.
zones.
No.
What time is it right now? In
It's only 10:30 at night.
10:30 at night. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
And so it's like
11:30 here.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
wacky.
thank you so much.
Thank y'all so much. I'm sorry if I like kept y'all waiting or anything, but
No,
yeah.
it's totally fine. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, y'all
Hope-
have a great Friday.
Yeah,
you
you too.
too.
Good night.
Yeah. Good. Well, have a good day. I'll see y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Aduh.